Hi guys, welcome back. So Ireland absolutely smashed Scotland. It's the first Northern Hemisphere action and a big statement from Ireland. Massive bonus point win. They were very good, played the conditions perfectly. Bits of their game there were questions over. They were great. Line out was brilliant. Defence I thought was fantastic. Scotland were awful. Everything went wrong. And we'll get into it and have a look at why. So 27-3 in the end. So 5 minutes in, Henderson makes a great break. He played well all game. You know, he's looking like every inch the starting second row for Ireland. Him and Ryan just looks like a great pairing. Scotland's defence lost their numbers, which happened quite a few times in that first half, whereas Ireland's numbering was much better, and Ryan muscles his way over, does what he does. 7-0, you know, great start for Ireland. Then on 10 minutes, I'm starting to see Scotland's creativity. They're really trying to push that ball, but it is greasy conditions, and they just make too many mistakes. They push the ball wide far too early, you know, and I was straight away thinking after about 10-15 minutes, Scotland are doing what Australia did badly in the first half when they played Fiji, is they weren't challenging the opposition physically before they wanted to play, and it just let Ireland line them up. Ireland were making good decisions in defence, rushing when they needed to. Stockdale was actually making some good reads out wide as well, and they were making it hard for themselves. They're 7-0 down already. Ireland's kicking game and line out are working well, and straight away Scotland go into a bit of chase mode here. Okay, so then we've got Ireland, so Lama makes a nice break. He had a really good start, Lama. Scotland did try and test him under the high ball. He passed that one, so looks like a good decision to play Lama at 15 instead of Conway. Even Conway might have done fine. Penalty to the corner. They don't go to the post, Ireland. Go for the maul. Nice try. Don't convert. 12-0. What a start. Scotland in shock. Then a penalty for not rolling away. Scotland get on the board. 12-3, and it's the only score they're going to get the whole game. They don't know it yet, but that's where their score comes from. Scotland get a line out in the 22, actually get in a good position for once. Then they drop the ball, it gets hacked on all the way back to their 22, and Ireland get a scrum 5. Massive swing around, they're 12 feet down already, get a good position, and that happens. It's just not going their way. They're just making too many mistakes because they're forcing it. You can't force it that early. Then it's again they're down there, and Ireland score another try. Furlong smashing over. 19-3. It just looks like it's game over to me. I can't see how Scotland are getting back. Obviously they could, but it's looking really bad. Then the Scottish defence opens up again. Stander thunders through. I mean, he makes running look hard, but he thunders through. But there's a turnover, so nothing coming there. 33 minutes. 2 penalties in a row that Ireland give away. Puts them right back down. Scotland on the attack in the 22. Again, great position to get back in this game, but force it again, plus good line speed from Ireland, makes the knock on. And then a few minutes later, same again. Good position for Scotland, trying to force that ball out wide in greasy conditions. Good read from Stockdale, I think this one was. Scotland forward pass. So they're just blowing every opportunity they have. It's too greasy. They've got a huge game to chase, and it just suits Ireland down to the ground. I mean, the conditions suited Ireland anyway, but when you're 19-3 up, it's just perfect. Everything is falling in place. Big Irish scrum, penalty. Murray's kicking because Sexton has, dodgy groin, dodgy muscle injury, which has happened before. Murray misses badly. He's not as good as kicker as Sexton, so that's something to worry about. Sexton did go off later as well, so that's probably the only big negative for Ireland in this game. Anyway, half-time, 19-3. It's just genuinely looking like no way back. There's been a few games of 2 halves in this World Cup, but this was not one of them. So Scotland did not come back at all. So into the second half, and the rain really arrives. We can see how tricky the conditions are. And if Scotland's job wasn't hard, it was just almost impossible now. Game starts with a nice turnover from Henderson, some nice touches like I mentioned. Kick chase from Conway, but they blow that one, Ireland do. And there's lots of knock-ons. It's unsurprising. Ireland don't really care. It's eating away at the time. They're not giving away points. It's not really a problem. And then they go into some funny periods of kicks, actually, Ireland. They go for a couple of short-range chip kicks, mid-range chip kicks that they can't regather. And then it gives Scotland a couple of chances to counter-attack. So I don't get that. In wet conditions, surely go long or short to regather. So that's one of the little negatives for Ireland, just in that short period. Finally, 47 minutes, Scotland have a series of honest phases, hitting hard before they're going wide, getting in a great position. They actually turn over in Ireland, they kick to the corner, I think, and turn over Ireland's maul, which is brilliant. Another great chance, and they knock it on again. It's just not good enough, it's not clinical enough. It happened all game. They've got to convert. If they want to beat Japan, they're going to have to convert. Anyway, that game's going to be huge, by the way. Scotland-Japan, it's actually lined it up really nicely. And an insight, the rain gives an insight into how to play in wet conditions. Ireland are showing how to do it, and they're happy to play at a snail's pace, and good on them, to be honest. Go for it, because that's what the conditions and the situation dictated. And Ireland are winning that kicking battle. Scotland spill a high ball, and then a nice little reverse. Conway down the short side. Try. 24-3, just completely game over now. Bonus point as well, which is big. Carty comes on with a struggling Sexton off, so that's the one negative I mentioned. Ireland chip and regather. I like this move. Farrell's playing really well. Lovely flick behind the back. Why is Stockdale in front of him? I don't know. He does do some funny stuff like that sometimes, Stockdale. That annoyed me a tiny bit, but anyway, it doesn't really matter at this point. Another spell of better phases for Scotland again, about 63 minutes. But once again, Ireland turn the ball over, comes to nothing for Scotland. Story of the game. Lovely break from Farrell, the guy's on fire. Penalty to Ireland, 27-3, even more game over if it wasn't already. Good break from Hogg, 69 minutes, yellow tide burn. Can Scotland score? No, turnover, Ireland get the penalty. 76 minutes, Scotland must score, I put down here. No, they lost the line out. It's a shocker, it's an absolute shocking game for Scotland. That was the game, full time 27-3. They kind of did a Michael Checker, but all game. I just don't think they played the right tactics. And again, the tactics they played was their strength, the way they like to play. But it didn't suit the situation, it didn't suit the conditions or the team they were playing, and they got absolutely thumped for it. Even if they'd executed their game well, it just didn't seem right for those conditions. Anyway, I'll let you comment on Scotland. They're going to have to play so much better just to get out of this group now. And whoever New Zealand are facing, be it probably Scotland or Japan, New Zealand are like, this is brilliant, we're going to a semi-final, so they're kind of a winner here as well. Positives for Ireland, Rory Best, great game. Difficult conditions, brilliant line out, well done him. That's good for the squad. Henderson, like I mentioned. Farrell, excellent. Lama, good deputising at 15. Another positive actually is the refs. Just the whole tournament so far, I've been impressed with the refs. Good decisions, good use of TMO, hasn't slowed the game down too much. No controversy yet, so well done them. Yeah, like I said, Japan facing Scotland is going to be awesome. So looking forward to that. New Zealand licking their lips and setting up surely an Ireland-South Africa quarter-final is looking super tasty. I'm glad I'm not a fan of either of those sides because that's going to be so tense. Anyway, enjoyed that one in a weird way, just seeing Ireland getting back to their best. Disappointing to see Scotland not turning up. I hope they do turn up against Japan. Anyway, game on. Let me know what you guys think. And until the next game, I will see you then.